This goat made a hearty meal for a cheetah last night, but there's even enough left to feed the village this evening. Max Muyimburuku and his team have come to the village where it was killed in the Muduva Nyangana Conservancy. They log all events concerning wild animals here.
Previously, hunters, they were setting snare for leopards and for hyena. If it kills a goat or a calf, they will put a snare so that they can kill that hyena or leopard.
This is no longer allowed, but poaching is still a widespread problem, especially with wire snares. The rangers see this all too often.
That is another challenge that we are facing. Some are not really conserving, but due to hunger, they are doing it so that they can feed themselves.
The Conservancy is part of Kaza TFCA, the Kavango Zambezi Transfrontier Conservation Area. Kaza is an international project spanning Namibia and its neighboring countries. It's the largest protected area in Africa. More than 1,700 people live here, most of them farmers, like Likoro Kashera.
Things have changed here since we became part of the Kaza program. Since then, we've lost more crops because the population of the wild animals has grown. And our cows have less land to graze on because the wild animals need to graze too. There's more competition.
But the farmers are compensated if elephants destroy their crops. There are also hunting lodges in the park. Trophy hunting brings in a lot of money. It's still an important source of income for the community. The hunters don't want to talk on camera. Muduva Nyangana covers an area of over 600 square kilometers and is constantly patrolled. Despite the hunting, the main aim here is to protect the wild animals. As well as Namibia, the Kaza program also covers areas of Botswana, Angola, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. The countries have also agreed to leave transnational migration routes open for wildlife. Kaza also encompasses the Okavango Delta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in northern Botswana. The largest tributary is the Okavango River that flows from Angola through northeastern Namibia and into the delta, where it forms a rich biodiverse wetland. The Okavango always carries water, so it's of huge importance to the people here. In the dry season, there's often a shortage of water because the smaller rivers dry up. And residents fear that water could become even scarcer because Canadian company Recon Africa has just begun test drilling here for oil and gas. The Namibian government has a 10% stake in it. And not everything is above board, legally speaking. An environmental report was only submitted after the fact, and the residents' concerns were not taken into account. Neither Recon Africa nor the government were willing to talk to Deutsche Welle. Test drilling has so far only taken place in the Muduva Nyangana Conservancy. A lot of water has been used in the process, and residents are now worried that the drilling might have contaminated their water supply. Pressured by the community, Recon Africa did take water samples. But 6 months later, there are still no results. There is a lot of mistrust towards the drilling company.
We want an independent company to come and test the water and give feedback directly to the community. Because maybe Recon Africa found something, some pollution in the water that's related to their activity and isn't telling us about it. It would be better if an independent company came and did the tests.
However, environmental activists and the affected communities have enjoyed some success. They joined forces and their voices have been heard. But still, too little has changed, says Max Muyimburuku, and he fears there will be far-reaching consequences.
If the oil production will start we'll start in the Okavango area. We are also going to step in the footprint for Nigeria, where they are suffering because of pollution from oil, pollution from gas, and the environment will be destroyed. The air pollution also will be destroyed, the air will be polluted, the underground water, the river, everything will be contaminated.
Many residents believe they can profit far more from nature conservation and tourism than from oil.
The outbreak of the virus we're dealing with now has had a detrimental effect on tourism because hardly any visitors come here. Before the pandemic, we were at least surviving because we were getting money from the Conservancy. And the program had great plans for the future. Everyone here might soon be getting regular payment from the program.
Rangers and communities plan to keep fighting oil exploration in the country. Max Muyamburuku believes they need to put a stop to it once and for all. It's the only way in the long run to protect the unique nature of Okavango.